Hello दोस्तों, I welcome you to my second lecture. In this lecture, we are analyzing Toppers copy, and this copy belongs to Ishita Rathi ma'am, All India Rank 1. So this is her GS3 copy, and we are analyzing second question from her copy. And what is this question talks about? This question asks to explain the money supply, taking into account quantitative and qualitative policy measures. So let us discuss how she has answered this question. So any good answer would have three basic parts, that is intro, body and conclusion. Intro forms very important part of the answer. Here she has written very nice intro. I specifically like this because in this intro she has included very important terms related to money supply, such as manage inflation, promote growth and achieve macroeconomic stability, because it is in RBI's hand to control some of the most important macroeconomic factors such as inflation. RBI has to keep inflation within a range of 2 to 6%, while taking into account the objective of promoting growth. So how does RBI has a role in promoting growth? Because when RBI lowers interest rate, it incentivizes industry to borrow more and invest into an economy. So that is way that is the way RBI follows to promote growth into an economy. And how does it achieve macroeconomic stability? That we will see in the coming answer. So there are, again she let's come to the body. So there are two methods of managing money supply, as itself been given into the question. Question asks us to explain the quantitative and qualitative policy methods. So here she has explained the quantitative method. In quantitative method, she has given three quantitative method. One is open market operation, second is repo rate operation, and third is SLR and CRR ratios. So in open market operation, what RBI does, RBI go into the market and sell government securities and bonds. So when RBI sells government bonds into the market, so when sells bond, RBI suck out money from the economy. This way RBI controls money supply into an economy. So when RBI suck out money supply from economy, prices are lowered and inflation is controlled. So that is open market operation. Second is repo rate and reverse repo rate. Everyone knows about this reverse repo rate and repo rate. SLR and CRR, these are two important ratios where certain percentage of deposit is kept with the RBI. Now let us talk about the qualitative method she has mentioned. So first she has mentioned is a persuasion. So persuasions is basically directions given by RBI to the commercial banks. So what are these directions? Why RBI need to give direction to these banks? Because what happens in specifically to with respect to the Indian economy, when RBI lowers repo rate, it is expected that this lowering of interest rate is transmitted to all over economy, but this doesn't happen because these commercial banks do not depend on RBI for mobilization of deposits. Hence that transmission usually does not happen that fast. And that time when RBI needed economy to grow, then they can persuade commercial banks to lower their interest rate as well. Second is priority sector lending. So we can call this as a rationing of the credit. Rationing of the credit allows RBI to transfer a certain amount of funds to certain priority sectors in order to promote equitable growth or equitable development in the economy. Third is margin requirement. What happens in margin requirement is that RBI direct certain sector such as for example, when you go into market and purchase some automobiles, there is a requirement of down payment. So when RBI increases requirement of down payment, money supply to that sector is constrained or it impacts sale. Further, she explains some other mechanism through which money supply in an economy is constrained, such as deficit financing. Here, RBI, when government needs money, RBI provides loan to government. So this is not called as bailout. This is wrong here. To call it as deficit financing, to call it as a bailout. Third is intervention in the foreign currency market. So when there is a large inflow of foreign currency into an economy, there is a chance that our domestic currency appreciates. And appreciation of domestic currency has very negative impact on our export, because our exports become expensive and it affects our economic productivity and competitiveness of domestic market into international market. And thus, lastly, she has written nice conclusion where she mentions that money supply increases the stability of the economy, and for that matter, independent RBI is necessary. So, what we can conclude from this answer is that we need to have a very good grasp or basic economic concepts in order to write very nice answers. Okay, so time to sign off. If you like this lecture, follow my channel, subscribe it, like it. Thank you very much.